We're all led to believe when you grow up playing here in St. Louis that hockey was started by Brett Hull. He's the one that created hockey here in St. Louis. Or maybe it was the Monday Night Miracle that led to everybody falling in love with hockey here in St. Louis. Or maybe Scotty Rupp invented hockey here in St. Louis. He may have told one or two people that at some point in time. But in reality, we've got some people here tonight who are very influential in the history of the game of hockey here in St. Louis. Harry Langenberg Jr. is not with us. His son is with us here tonight. His dad actually grew up playing hockey in the 1920s. In fact, Donnie Morehouse is here. He coached his dad back in the 1920s. Come on, Donnie. Great to have Donnie Morehouse here, too. Former St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame inductee. Always good to see Donnie. One of the individuals responsible for creating amateur hockey in St. Louis is, in fact, Harry Langenberg Jr. In 1962, he, along with fellow members of the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame, Lamar Otson Sr. and Ralph Taylor, both of those gentlemen are inside the St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame, they signed the document that created Missouri amateur hockey. So we've got some Missouri amateur hockey royalty with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Langenberg III.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to begin with a biography of my father, who was born Henry F. Langenberg Jr. on May 20th, 1909 in St. Louis, Missouri. He attended St. Paul's School in Concord, New Hampshire in 1923, where my father learned to play club hockey on black ice every winter. My father graduated from St. Paul's School in 1927 and was accepted to Princeton University that same year. While at Princeton, he developed more the sport of rugby among the students, interestingly. My father returned to St. Louis in 1932, and within several years, he established a rugby football union with multiple teams and with the help of two Englishmen in Forest Park. At the same time, my father organized an amateur hockey club called the Octopus Sextet. The members of the Octopus Sextet were as follows: John and James Seddon Jr., William Lee Polk, co-captain, Jack Winter, Ingram Boyd Jr., John Holmes, Rollo Wells Street, E. Lansing Ray Jr., Harry Langenberg Jr., captain, Edmund Allen, Oliver Evans, and Bert LeBlanc. Now, for the first few years, beginning 1932, they played regularly a team called the Watch and Ward Team, which included Robert Bowman, Charles Gardner, John Nixon, Frederick Schlafly, John Scott, not the same Scott that we know here, Edward Walsh, E.G. Rowling, David Wells, Fred Swartz, Eugene Penaloza, Lavelle Quebec, and John Lineberger. These were the two original teams. Now, at the end of 1935, St. Louis University and Washington University wanted to organize teams of their own. They included Coach Jimmy Conzelman, a prominent coach at Washington University, and Cecil Mulierlo of St. Louis University. Now, this new league was formed during a luncheon held at the old Noonday Club in downtown St. Louis. At that time, C.D.P. Hamilton Jr., the son of a shoe baron, was president of the reorganization and investment company, as well as the owner of the arena and the Forest Park Highlands. He represented the arena in the negotiations. Before my father's involvement with the Octopus Sextet, work had begun on the largest indoor ice hockey playing surface at the arena. On December 26, 1931, the arena's first hockey game was a minor league game played between CDP Hamilton Jr.'s Flyers and the Chicago Shamrocks. Little did my father know that a year later, he would be requesting ice time from CDP Hamilton Jr., who was my wife's grandfather. Very little amateur hockey occurred until the end of until the mid to late 50s. Then in January of 1962, as already had been mentioned, Harry Langenberg Jr., Lamar Otson Sr., a prominent speed skater in his day, and Ralph Taylor signed the incorporated document of the Missouri Amateur Hockey League. Lastly, I want to thank the Missouri Historical Society Library and Research Center Archives Department, which provided much of the personal information and the dates that I have given to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harry. Who knew? Maybe we wouldn't even be here without Harry Langenberg Jr. Amazing.